Let's start just by checking the first one, the xdoc one. I guess I have oh yeah, I have xdoc here. Let me just start a tmux session for that one. Checkout master. I do have upstream. Oops, fetch upstream master. Oops, I guess it's just git fetch upstream. Oops. Yeah. Right. It unloaded a lot of stuff. And right now I'm going to rebase my master on top of the upstream master. 170 commits ahead, so yeah, I had to update it. All right, and then I'm going to call it fix this number here too, actually. So yeah, this one is a little bit more complex than the other one, but thankfully Wojtek, which is a very good developer and experimental already, they did already touch it, and they even sent me like, here's an example of how we should handle it, like according to this. So I already kind of did a search on the files here, on the code for xdoc. Let me check, which one was it? I think it was, all right, docast. In here there's this toString. So yeah, of course, let's read the problem. So the problem is, someone said they introduced like 2 spaces after hello, and they expected it to introduce one line, breaking line, right? But it actually introduced 2, and that's a bug, of course. And Wojtek dove into it and just realized that this, which is the 2AST, I guess it's actually this function that I have to handle, right? So markdown 2AST. Yeah, get markdown processor 2AST. Oh, no. Yeah, it's the toString. I was on the right place. Doc. Oops. What did I do actually? The AST here. Yeah, it's the toString function. This is the function that's causing it. So it's the problem is that it is introducing the BR as an open closing tag, and as we know, that's not valid BR tag. So what we have to do is to do the same that Pragdev did on the earmark one, to actually mark these as void elements. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do. Mark this as void elements, right? And then on the AST here, like this is the place that it closes the tag. All right, let me check here. So he did put 2. Right, this is the one. So in that case, you just put open tag and a new line, and that's it. Like, yeah, so he doesn't care for what's in the inner, like, because there shouldn't be, like, all of these elements here should be actually void, all of those. Let me break a little bit earlier. So basically, when tag is in the void elements, what I want to do is to, instead of building this result, I just build this result, and then I call the fun AST for it, right? Because that's the all right, and the open tag then actually should have this slash in the end, right? And this is where we, oops, the other one. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I suppose. Also, let's write a test for that, I guess, right? Doc AST test to string we have. So test void elements do the void elements are here. Actually, not sure if I actually should write a test to make sure all of them are generated in the right way, and also inner is not used. I just forgot. Probably would get a warning for this inner thingy. So the AST, the whole AST is used, the function is used, the attributes is used, and the tag is used, right? So basically what I'm going to do is doc AST to string, and the AST that I'm going to call is something in the lines of EL, then the attributes I don't mind, then also don't mind, and then finally also don't mind, right? This is the actual code that Waytech shared there. So I guess, right, and then the function which I need to declare somehow. Yeah, maybe instead of actually, I'm going to test some of the just let me just replicate the test as it was on the other one, like the markdown, and let me replicate the example exactly how they did, like foo and bar, right? Foo, two spaces in the end, and then bar. I should, all right, refirm, simple, this is the one that I want. Oops. Yeah, this should be the test for it. Just there are two spaces in the end here, so these two spaces should be converted to a BR. And let's run this test. All right, forgot mix depth get. Oh, didn't check if the mic was the correct one, right? Says external mic. I prefer this one, yeah. Save. Hopefully everything's working. Like no one's watching right now probably, but just leave me a message if you have any problems there. All right, continuing. Let's run the ser nimble parsec JSON. Yeah, test failed. So looks well as I was hoping. So all right, the problem probably is that verbatim true, maybe it matched on this before actually matching on this. So what that means is that I actually need to match on those first, on the void elements first, right? Let me check. Hopefully not. Not yet. Inspect. Just. Oh. Yeah. Here. All right. P. Then foo. Br empty empty. Right. This should match here. Sometimes I struggle with this Vim resizing panels. But yeah, like so, foo bar. So this should be one of the two strings, and this should be the result because, all right, of course, tag is not a word. Here it's a word. This it's as usual to transform every word in this sentence to like it's going to become a word list, right? But the words are going to be considered strings. So I have this modifier a. If I'm not mistaken, you can use it on capital letters strings, and yeah, now it worked, but there's a missing space on the end. Mostly because probably there is a space here. Right? Yeah, cool. That was it then. Perfect. All right, now I just have to commit this. Let me just review. This is the code that I introduced, like his the actual list, the guard clause that matches for void elements and returns those elements as void elements. This considering inner and meta tags, and then yeah, then the test. Just introduce the test and forgot one IO inspector. Yeah. Pipe. Yeah. Perfect. So handling void element generating. How can I describe this? .kst2 string. So this closes number. I like to do this like one commits PRs and then just come here on the pull requests. Oops, I guess I have to push this. Should be pushed, yeah. And it comes here, I can compare, and it gets, as it has only one commit, it gets the first line as the title and the other lines as the descriptions. So basically, I guess people are going to get just by referencing the original issue, right? I guess fixes also works because it is a bug. And create pull request. What the worst thing that could happen? They said no, it's not going to be merged, and I have to rewrite it some other way. But I suspect it's not going to be like that. So yeah, cool. So first one, it's over.